From audacious border crossings to matrimonial machinations, Ukraine's draft dodgers are turning evasion into an art form, with tactics as varied as the players on a football pitch. Meanwhile, FC Khust finds itself center stage in a draft drama that's sidelining football for survival strategies. As both Dodgers and the draft board raise their game, one must wonder what outlandish draft dodge will we witness next?
Welcome to TFI Global, the antidote to mass delusion.
The art of draft dodging in Ukraine, a subject rife with the sort of antics that could fill an entire comedy sketch. Let's dive into the colorful tactics employed by those keen to sidestep military service, shall we? Firstly, there's the old pack up and vanish trick, the most direct approach, really. Just a leisurely stroll across the border and oops, never return. Simple, yes. Effective, absolutely. But alas, pesky border patrols have started to spoil the fun. Next on the list is marrying a woman with disabilities. It's rather shrewd, playing the devoted husband card. Sorry, can't possibly leave my wife. They say, tugging at heartstrings and legal loopholes alike. Touching, really, if one could overlook the glaring manipulation. For the more adventurous souls, there's a nighttime swim across the Tisza River to Romania. It's like an episode from Escape from Alcatraz, except it's cold and you're dodging more than just harsh currents. Then there is the perilous option of surrendering to the Russians. A rather final move akin to waving a white flag in a bull ring. Not recommended unless you've misunderstood the terms peaceful and suicidal as synonyms. As these draft dodgers have upped their game, so have the Ukrainian authorities. Border police are now as eagle-eyed as a hawk on a caffeine buzz. River patrols? Check. Marriage registrars? Suddenly skeptical. And don't get me started on international deals. These men are being returned faster than unsolicited mail. Today's tale tops them all. An individual drafted in a manner so bizarre, it's bound to be a new entry in the annals of "You Won't Believe This." The thrilling saga of Ukrainian football now features a new twist, a draft-induced travel ban. It seems FC Khust's recent call for a boycott is less about sportsmanship and more about not wanting their players to vanish at train stations. Picture this. You're off to play a match and end up conscripted. Talk about a tough crowd. This drama unfolded when Nikolai Serash, a sprightly chap of just 25, was eagerly awaiting his train, probably dreaming of goalposts and glory. Alas, he was snatched by those ever-diligent conscription enforcers. The kicker? The rules to mobilize those under 27 hadn't even kicked in yet. Poor timing, one might say, or an overzealous recruiter with a quota. FC Khust, a club so freshly minted that the paint might still be wet, founded in 2019 for those keeping score, now finds itself prematurely in the big leagues of Ukrainian drama. As they ascended from the regional leagues to dreaming of first league glory, the other teams have suddenly developed cold feet, fearing their players might be next on the recruitment list. Not exactly the team building exercise one hopes for. With most clubs not enjoying a get-out-of-draft-free card, FC Khust laments the impossibility of hosting an all-Ukrainian cup with the enthusiasm of a child told Christmas might be cancelled. Their plea? Help save Ukrainian football. One imagines the heads of national and regional football associations scratching their heads, wondering if they can field teams with just the ball boys. Meanwhile, Ukraine, facing significant troop losses, 500,000 casualties since 2022 by Moscow's cheerful count, is scrambling for replacements. The recruitment strategies are getting as creative as a tax evasion scheme, lowering draft ages, automating summons, and even considering drafting certain criminals. Why not, they seem to say. Let's add a bit of intrigue to the infantry. In a delightful plot twist, a desperate draftee attempted a cross-dressing escape into Hungary. Bold move, but no cigar. And for those preferring a more aquatic escape, like we mentioned in the introduction, the Tisza River beckons, though it's proving less a river and more a watery grave, with 6 would-be escapees reportedly drowned. As this tragic comedy of errors unfolds, one can watch in bated breath and cross fingers, hoping for a day when Ukrainian football headlines return to offside calls and not off-the-train conscriptions.